Welcome to Pokemon Go Ahead. It's your boy Cheeklay. In today's episode, we are going to be making up some predictions on what may be released or what Pokemon are going to be out during this year's Halloween event. Aside from Mega Gengar, because we know that's out. Before we talk about it though, I have some clips to show you. Shout out to Corey, aka Pokebreeder Corey, for a shiny trade today. We got a shiny Alolan Sandshrew from a trade. Thank you, Corey, for the trade. Also, we just got another shiny this week. A second shiny Caterpie. This shiny is so rare and so cool. Also, before we talk about the Halloween event, hit the like button, the subscribe button, that notification bell, and let me know down in the comments below, what do you think is going to happen during the Halloween event this year? I would not be surprised if this year's Halloween event is a full month event of different weekly events with different time researches and different tasks and different challenges. Let me just throw out some examples of what happened this year. We've been getting a bunch of events that were monthly themed. So for example, in the month of May, we have the Throwback Challenge event, where each week was a different generation. So Gen 1 was the first week, and then Gen 2, Gen 3, and then Gen 4. And then Gen 5 was the beginning of June. And then August with the Ultra Unlocks, because each week was a different unlock after doing many challenges during Go Fest the month before. And currently right now, it's September, and all month long, it's about Mega Evolutions. The first week, which we just had last week, was the Mega Raid event. Right now, we're doing the Mega Battle event, and next week is the third and final Mega event, which is the Mega Buddy event. And we're doing a couple time research and challenges to unlock certain stuff, including unlocking Mega Gengar. I feel like next month is going to be a Halloween-themed month. I mean, it shouldn't be a surprise, right? Niantic's just tossing these monthly themes at us. Although I can't say exactly what's going to be what, or if it's going to be 2 weeks or a week, here are the Pokemon that may potentially be released. My first thought is that we're going to have Generation 6 Ghost types. I know that we're not finished with Gen 5. We still have a couple waves until we're completed with the Gen 5 Pokédex. There's this cycle that's been going around every year during the Halloween event. Generation 3 was introduced during the second anniversary of the Halloween event. The year after that, we had Drifloon, Stunky, and Giratina. Now, Stunky is not a ghost type to say, but it's a poison and dark type. And to be fair, there are poison, dark, and psychic types that are also out during the Halloween event, such as Zubat and Drowsy. Last year, which is the event that we did not do, we had Yamask, Litwick, and Golett. I'm thinking if we're gonna have some new Pokemon that are ghost types, I think we're gonna potentially see Honedge, a steel ghost type, and Phantom and Pumpkaboo. Both are grass and ghost types. Some of these are perfect for the Halloween theme. I mean, we have a jack-o'-lantern as one of them, for God's sakes. I feel like even if this was not a plan for Niantic, they shouldn't waste an opportunity to showcase a jack-o'-lantern ghost type this year. And if they decided to break that cycle of bringing in every single ghost type from each generation every year, I would be surprised. Also, there's another Generation 6 Pokemon that I could potentially see in this year's event, and it's actually a legendary Pokemon, and it's Yveltal. Yveltal is a dark flying type, and it's the legendary mascot of Pokemon Y. It could be because it's a dark type, but it's also because the theme of this legendary is destruction and death. So who knows? We may have Generation 6 during the time of Halloween. Who knows? What if Mega Gengar is not the only ghost type Mega that's going to be introduced in the Halloween event? My second thought is that if they decided not to bring Generation 6 ghost types, they may bring in some Galarian forms. The one that really sticks in my head is Galarian Yamask. We had Yamask exclusively for Halloween, so we might see Yamask and Galarian Yamask in the Halloween event. Now, Galarian Yamask is a ghost and ground type, and its evolution is actually not a Galarian Cofagrigus because there's no such thing as a Galarian Cofagrigus. But there is such thing as a new Generation 8 Pokemon called Runerigus. and it looks super bizarre. And then there's another Galarian form that is also a ghost type, and that's Galarian Corsola. Cheekley. Corsola is a regional exclusive. There's no way they're going to release the Galarian Corsola for everyone. Then explain to me how we ended up with Galarian Farfetch. On a serious note, Corsola is normally a water and rock type and is from the Johto region and is currently a regional exclusive in Pokemon Go. However, with the exception of different forms, we could get a Galarian Corsola. That way we can get a Corsola in the Pokédex for those of you who need regional exclusives, and not to mention that Galarian Corsola is a ghost type. Furthermore, Galarian Corsola can evolve into a new generation A Pokemon called Cursola. Cursola has a really dark story. Actually, the whole evolution line is a very dark story. It's based off the Coral Reef. It looks dead. You kind of get the idea. We had Litwick, Golett, and Yamask in last year's Halloween event, but there's one more ghost type that didn't make the cut, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is Frillish. Frillish is a water and ghost type, and it has a different form depending on its gender. And then it evolves into Jellicent, and they look like the king and queen. Now, this is not a new Pokemon for some of you, depending if you have bought a GoFest ticket or not. I mentioned about GoFest because there is a new Pokemon that was introduced during GoFest, but it was a completely different form. If you know exactly what I'm talking about, you know where I'm going to go with this. For those of you who didn't do GoFest and had no idea what I'm talking about, when we did GoFest, we had a new Pokédex entry, and it was Rotom. Specifically, the Wash form. In general, Rotom is an electric ghost type, because not everybody got a chance to get their own Rotom. The way how we were ending up getting a Rotom during GoFest were the snapshots. You just take a selfie with your buddy in your costume, and then boom, Rotom comes out of nowhere, and you better catch it before it possesses an appliance. I think we're gonna get 2 more Megas during the Halloween event, or maybe just in general of the month of October. They are Mega Sableye and Mega Bayonet. Maybe there's an event where if trainers were to complete a task where we can capture 100 million ghost types during the Halloween event, we could unlock Bayonet. Or maybe if we complete a task where we have to capture millions of dark types during the Halloween event, we unlock Mega Sableye. It could be either from Mega Raids, or maybe it could be unlocked by a special time research so we can get some extra Mega Energy. Who knows? I just think it would be really cool to get some more Megas unlocked than the ones that we currently know about right now. Now, let's not forget, when there is an event that's going on, there's always a new shiny. And it's mostly a Pokemon that is either a Pokemon that's been in the game already and it's introduced as a new shiny that's released in the game, or maybe they could just toss in a new Pokemon and that haven't been a shiny. Last year, Yamask was introduced, including a shiny. Same thing for Drifloon and pretty much all of the Generation 3 ghost types. So for some reason, if we do end up getting Generation 6 Pokemon, like I've mentioned earlier with Honedge, Phantom, and Pumpkaboo, I have a feeling that one of these Pokemon may have a shiny. But if I had to pick my personal pick, I would say shiny Phantom. Because if you think about it, he kind of looks like Casper the Friendly Ghost. And that's more of a ghostly theme. But if Pumpkaboo or Honedge get a shiny instead of Phantom, hey, at least we get a new Pokemon with a new shiny. Wouldn't hurt either way. But we do have some ghost types that currently do not have shinies. And the biggest one that everyone would not stop talking about is shiny Litwick. You see, shiny Litwick is a really cool shiny. It has like a blue flame and like those light green eyes. And then it'll evolve all the way to Chandelure. And the shiny is just so cool. Actually, it's more than just cool. It's hot. What if we see shiny Golett? That's also a ghost type that doesn't have a shiny in Pokemon Go. Now there's 2 other ghost types that are currently in Pokemon Go that do not have shinies as of yet. It's a long stretch, but if they do pull this off, I would be really surprised. The first one is the Giratina origin form. We have shiny Giratina already, but that's its altered form. And I'm really surprised the number of times that Giratina's origin form has been returning into the game time by time. That shiny form is not currently in the game. Also, after Zapdos leaves on October 2nd, who are going to be the legendary raid bosses? I think Giratina would be a really good candidate, and there may be a week where we can get both the altered and the origin form, and we could finally get a shiny potential for origin form. Then we also have Spiritomb. We've been encountering Spiritomb by a special research, and I think during last year's Halloween event, it was introduced in a time research or a special Halloween research or something like that, whatever that was. I feel like we're going to have another set of those this year. But you never know if Niantic's going to have Spiritomb be encountered in researches all the time. During the Enigma week, we finally had our first ever unknown raid. Usually unknown are just super rare in the wild and they're just hard to find. And this was the first time ever that they brought in a Pokemon that was super easy to, have access in a raid to raid for. I have a feeling that Niantic's going to do this if they're going to go on the route of giving Spiritomb a shiny. I feel like they're going to put Spiritomb in raids. Because if they could put Unknown in raids, anything could be a raid boss at this point. And I feel like Spiritomb would be a good raid boss. Those are certain Pokemon and forms and shiny forms that I think are going to get tossed in during this year's Halloween event. Some of these are a long stretch. Some of these are like, ooh, I didn't think about that. And some are like, please, they're going to drop this. And please, they're going to drop that. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Again, let me know down in the comments below, what do you think is going to happen during this year's Halloween event, excluding Mega Gengar? Maybe you guys can bring up something about Mega Gengar. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Halloween is all about trick-or-treating, so we may either be tricked by Niantic, or they're going to treat us with something super epic. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.